Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube. And today, I'm doing another preview and predictions video. Yep, so now I'm starting on the Big Ten. Yep, so now today I'm going to do part 1 of the Big Ten East. Part 1 of 2. So in this video, I'm going to do the Ohio State Buckeyes, Penn State Nittany Lions, and the Indiana Hoosiers. Okay. So we are going to start with Ohio State. And of course, we know that the Buckeyes lose quarterback phenom Justin Fields. He got drafted to the Chicago Bears. So it looks like C.J. Stroud is expected to be the starter. He was very highly recruited. So, and then they do lose running back Trey Sermon, but they do bring back Master Teague. So he's a big, bruising type of back. And then receivers, they do bring back most of their receiving core. Yeah, they bring back their top 2 receivers in Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. So then, I think they have just one wide receiver that they lost, who transferred to Alabama. So, and then over on the defense, yes, they do lose several starters to the NFL draft, like they always do. Yeah, they're losing 7 starters, but they always reload. So they're always they're always loaded with talent. So so anyway, so now we're going to get into Ohio State's schedule. So we're going to start out week 1 at Minnesota. And I know Minnesota had that 11-win season, in 2019. They took a bit of a step back last year. So, but no, although I think they'll be better than they were last year, but not as good as they were in 2019. But anyway, but I do have Ohio State winning this game, because they're just way more talented. So, and the next we've got Oregon. And I know that Pac-12 teams usually haven't done so well lately against other major Power 5 non-cons. So y'all get them at home. yeah, I think y'all beat them. And then next y'all have Tulsa. Yeah, they're a group of 5 team. Yeah, that should be an easy win. And then Akron, you have another group of 5 team. You have a MAC team. Yeah, they've only won like 1 game in the last 2 seasons, so y'all will just completely demolish them. And then next year, at Rutgers, you know that Rutgers is trending up. They're they're not going to be as bad as they have been, but they're still not at a level where they can compete with Ohio State. So that's a win. And then next they got Maryland. Yeah, again, same thing, with Maryland, trending up. Not as terrible as they have been, but this game still should not really even be close. So, and you got a bye week. Before you have probably your one of your biggest games of the year. Yep, you have to go and play at Indiana. Now I know that Indiana has given Ohio State a lot of trouble over the past few years. Yep, they've had some close games. So it's like and it came down to the wire. Last year. Yeah, I do think that Indiana is going to be really good again this year. So yes, I have you going on the road and getting upset by the Hoosiers. And then next, you've got you come back home to play Penn State. Penn State is also a really talented team. Yeah, I think they're gonna have a bounce back year. After they started 0-5 last year, it ended up with a losing record, 4-5. I think they'll be a lot better this year. And then next you've got so Penn State. So they do think this will be a good game, but I do think y'all will end up winning. Okay. So then next you're at Nebraska. Nebraska has just been a train wreck under Nebraska. You'll decimate them. And the next we're at Purdue. I remember a few years ago when y'all actually got blown out by Purdue. So I don't see that happening this year, though. That's a win. And then Michigan State. I know that Michigan State hasn't been very good lately. I mean, they used to be a really good team, but it was just 6 years ago that they made the college football playoff. That's it seems like a distant memory now for MSU fans. But so yes, I do think they think that they're just not at a level to compete with y'all. So that's a win. And then at Michigan, and of course I have y'all beating Michigan like y'all normally do. Y'all have had their number. I think y'all have won like what, like 8 in a row. Yeah, I think so. Going back to 2012. Yeah, when Urban Meyer first arrived. So yeah, so then it's like 8 in a row. Of course, didn't play last year, and yeah, I think y'all beat them again. Okay, so that puts y'all at 11-1 and 8-1. Yeah, in the Big Ten. Okay, so next we're gonna do Penn State. Of course, they do bring back the quarterback, Sean Clifford, and and they do bring back their returning rusher, running back, Kevon Lee, and also y'all get running back Noah Kane back from injury. Yeah, he showed a lot of promise. Yeah, as a freshman, and of course last year, he was injured in the opener against Indiana. Yep, missed the rest of the season. And then on your receivers, of course you do lose. Yeah, you do lose tight end Pat Fryermuth, but you do return your top 2 wide receivers. Yep. Dotson and Washington. And then over on your defense, you do lose 3 starters. All on the defensive line. Anyway, of course, last year Penn State was 4-5. Yep, started 0-5 and then finished 4-0. So it's really a tale of 2 halves of the season. All right, but I do think this will be a bounce back year for the Nittany Lions, though. So let's get into your schedule. So you start out week 1 against Wisconsin on the road. So so sorry about that. I was summoned to the dinner table. But anyway, so we were talking about Penn State and Wisconsin. Let's see, this game is on the road. So I think I'm going to give it to Wisconsin. But the next, you play Ball State. What is that? You'll destroy them. And then next you play Auburn. In a major non-conference matchup. And so if you saw my Auburn preview, then you know that I have Penn State winning this game. I don't think that Auburn's going to be very good this year. I think you saw they had them just barely making it to a bowl. So so I do have you winning this one. All right, so then next you've got Villanova. They're a basketball school. that they're pretty good in basketball, but this is football, so I think y'all are going to completely demolish them. And then next you got Indiana. Yeah, yes, and I do think Indiana is going to be good this year. You do get them at home. It was a revenge game after you lost to Indiana last year in overtime. So I think that you get them back this year. So then next you are at Iowa. And not Ames, Iowa, but Iowa City, Iowa. And that in Kinnick Stadium, that's a tough place to play. It's where they wave to the Children's Hospital. Yeah, they do have a pretty good home field advantage. So I will have that one as a loss. And in your bye week, you come out of that. You play Illinois. I think Illinois. The Illinois is doo-doo, and y'all will and y'all should just totally annihilate them. And then next you've got you're at and Ohio State. And of course, I just did my Ohio State preview. Don't need to get into that again. I do have you losing to Ohio State. And next week, you're at Maryland. But I think that Maryland is just not on your level this year. I think you beat them. And then you get Michigan. And I do have you beating Michigan. I think this will probably be Jim Harbaugh's last year at Michigan. So anyway, so the next you've got Rutgers. Rutgers. Rutgers is terrible, though not as terrible as they have been recently, but still not on a level to compete, with a team like Penn State. So, and then you're at Michigan State. I really like Mel Tucker. He was our defensive coordinator at Georgia. But I do have y'all beating Michigan State. So okay, so now that puts y'all finishing at a record of 9-3 and 6-3 in the Big Ten. So the next we're going to do in Indiana. Yes, I know that Indiana. Well, they were they were a pretty good team last year. I mean, they almost beat Ohio State. right, yeah, yes. So they were like 5-1 or 6-1 in the regular season. Yeah, their only loss was to Ohio State, and then they did lose to Ole Miss in their bowl game. But of course, in the season, of course, they were without their starting quarterback, Michael Penix. So anyway, yes, so you do get Penix back. Yes, of course, he was injured in the Maryland game. Missed the last couple of games. So you get him back, and then the offense, you'll do bring back your running back. His name, Stevie Scott. And then with your wide receivers, you do lose Wap Fillier. Of course, you do return guys like Ty Freivogel and Peyton Hendershot. And then and then on the defense, you do bring most of your defense back. You only lose 2 starters. So yes, I do think that that Indiana will be back this year. Yeah, I know a lot of people are, don't think so, but a lot of people aren't very, confident in Indiana, but I am pretty high on them. So I'm gonna start out week 1, and then you're at Iowa, and yes, I do have you pulling off the road upset in Kinnick Stadium. So yeah, in Iowa City, Iowa. So then next week you play Idaho. Yep, they're an FCS team. Yeah. They used to be in the FBS. Yeah, they used to be in the Sun Belt. Then they dropped back down to FCS. That's an easy win. And then you got and then you play Cincinnati. Cincinnati, plays 2 Power 5 teams. Yeah, they play Indiana, and then they play Notre Dame, and I think they go 11-1, and I think that they split those 2 games. So I do have Cincinnati beating Indiana, and then losing to Notre Dame. So and then next we got you're at Western Kentucky. Yeah, even though this is on the road, I still think they all should just totally demolish them. Next, you're at Penn State. Now, I just talked about this game when I did Penn State. So yes, so I do have this one as a loss, and then that takes you in your bye week. You come out of that, play Michigan State. Have that as a win. And then you host Ohio State. And like I just talked about when I did Ohio State, yes, so you almost beat them last year. And yes, I do have you pulling off this home upset against the Buckeyes. And next year at Maryland. This is a win. This is the game that Michael Penix was injured in last year. I think y'all come into this game highly motivated, and y'all get the win. And then next, you're at Michigan, and you do I do have at Michigan as a loss. So I just think that y'all aren't really gonna be really consistent enough to win every game, even though I do have you beating Ohio State, so I do have you losing at Michigan. Next, you got Rutgers. That should be an easy win. I think they all should destroy Rutgers. And then Minnesota. This will be a tough game, but I do have y'all pulling out the win. And then, at Purdue. I think that's a win as well. So, looks like I have Indiana coming in at 9-3 and 7-2 in the Big Ten. Well, so that wraps it up for part one of the Big Ten East. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And thanks for watching. And I'll see y'all again next time.